Hi there, and welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad you're here today because we're going to talk about something that's really important. Something that affects many of us as we get older, but often doesn't get the attention it deserves. Have you ever noticed that your weight seems to be dropping without you trying? Maybe your clothes feel looser, or someone close to you has commented on how much thinner you look. Now, at first you might think, hey, isn't that a good thing? But here's the truth. Unexplained weight loss after 60 can sometimes be a sign of something more serious, and one of those serious things could be cancer. Now, before you start worrying, let me say this. Not all weight loss is dangerous. Sometimes it's just a natural part of aging. Maybe your metabolism has slowed down, or perhaps you've become more active without realizing it. But when the weight loss happens suddenly, or it's significant, say more than 10 pounds in 6 months, and you can't pinpoint why, that's when it's time to pay closer attention. That's what we're going to explore today. What unexplained weight loss might mean, why it's so important to address, and what steps you can take to stay proactive about your health. I want this video to be a helpful guide for you, something you can turn to if you've been noticing changes in your body and aren't quite sure what to do next. We'll go over some practical tips, share stories from others who've been in similar situations, and discuss ways you can advocate for yourself when talking to your doctor. Because honestly, knowledge is power, especially as we age. The more you know, the better equipped you are to take care of yourself and enjoy life to the fullest. Let's start by talking about why unexplained weight loss can sometimes be a red flag. You see, our bodies are pretty amazing. They have all these built-in systems to keep us running smoothly, but as we get older, those systems can start to change. For example, your appetite might decrease naturally as you age. Maybe food doesn't taste as flavorful as it used to, or you're dealing with digestive issues that make eating less appealing. These are common experiences, and they don't necessarily mean anything bad is happening. However, when weight loss occurs alongside other symptoms, like fatigue, pain, or changes in your digestion, it could indicate an underlying health issue. One of the reasons unexplained weight loss is concerning is that it can be a symptom of cancer. Now, I know that word might make you feel uneasy, and I completely understand. Cancer is a scary topic, but here's the thing. Catching it early makes all the difference. Many types of cancer, especially those that affect the digestive system, can cause weight loss because they interfere with how your body processes nutrients. For instance, pancreatic cancer or stomach cancer might prevent your body from absorbing food properly, leading to unintentional weight loss. Similarly, cancers like lung cancer or lymphoma can increase your metabolism, causing your body to burn calories faster than usual. But here's the key takeaway. While unexplained weight loss can be a sign of cancer, it can also be caused by other conditions, many of which are treatable. Things like thyroid disorders, diabetes, depression, or even infections can lead to weight loss. So, if you're experiencing this, it's crucial to work with your healthcare provider to figure out what's going on. And that brings me to my first point. The importance of listening to your body and being your own advocate. You know your body better than anyone else. If something feels off, if you're losing weight without trying, or if you're feeling unusually tired or weak, don't ignore it. I remember talking to a friend of mine, Margaret, who shared her story with me. She told me she started losing weight a few years ago, and at first she thought it was great. She wasn't dieting or exercising more, the pounds were just melting away. But then she began feeling exhausted all the time and noticed that her appetite had disappeared. Margaret knew something wasn't right, so she went to her doctor. After some tests, they discovered she had an overactive thyroid, which was causing her symptoms. With treatment, she was able to regain her strength and stabilize her weight. Margaret's story reminds us that paying attention to our bodies and seeking help early can make a world of difference. Now, advocating for yourself isn't always easy, especially if you're someone who doesn't like to bother people or ask for help. Trust me, I get it. But here's the thing. Doctors are there to support you, and they want to help you feel your best. If you bring up your concerns about weight loss, they'll likely ask questions about your eating habits, your energy levels, and any other symptoms you might be experiencing. It's okay to ask questions during your appointment. If something doesn't make sense, speak up. You deserve answers, and you deserve peace of mind. Another important step is keeping track of your symptoms. This might sound simple, but it's incredibly helpful. Start by jotting down how much weight you've lost and over what period of time. Note any other changes you've noticed, whether it's trouble sleeping, persistent coughs, or pain in certain areas of your body. Sharing this information with your doctor gives them a clearer picture of what's going on and helps them determine the best course of action. Think of it like putting together a puzzle. Each piece of information you provide brings you closer to understanding the bigger picture. Speaking of pieces of the puzzle, let's move on to another critical aspect of addressing unexplained weight loss: nutrition. As we age, maintaining a healthy diet becomes even more important. Poor nutrition can contribute to weight loss, but it can also weaken your immune system and leave you more vulnerable to illnesses. On the flip side, eating well can give your body the fuel it needs to function properly and fight off potential problems. So, what does eating well look like after 60? Well, it starts with balance. Your meal should include a mix of protein, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates. Protein is particularly important because it helps preserve muscle mass, which tends to decline as we age. Good sources of protein include lean meats, fish, eggs, beans, and nuts. Healthy fats like those found in avocados, olive oil, and fatty fish support brain health and keep your skin glowing. And don't forget about fiber-rich foods like fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Fiber not only keeps your digestive system running smoothly, but also helps regulate your blood sugar levels. Hydration is another key factor. Many older adults don't drink enough water, either because they don't feel thirsty or because they're worried about frequent trips to the bathroom. But dehydration can mimic symptoms of other health issues, including fatigue and confusion. It can also contribute to weight loss if it affects your appetite. So, aim to drink plenty of fluids throughout the day. If plain water feels boring, try adding slices of lemon or cucumber for flavor. Herbal teas and broths are great options too. Now that we've covered the importance of listening to your body and prioritizing nutrition, let's shift gears slightly and talk about lifestyle factors that can influence weight loss. Stress, for example, plays a bigger role than many people realize. Chronic stress can wreak havoc on your hormones, leading to changes in appetite and metabolism. It's not uncommon for people under stress to either lose interest in food or experience digestive issues that affect their ability to absorb nutrients. Finding ways to manage stress, whether it's through meditation, gentle exercise, or spending time with loved ones, can have a profound impact on your overall health. Sleep is another area worth exploring. Quality sleep is essential for repairing and rejuvenating your body, yet many older adults struggle with insomnia or disrupted sleep patterns. Poor sleep can throw your hormones out of whack, making it harder to maintain a healthy weight. If you're having trouble sleeping, consider creating a calming bedtime routine. Dim the lights, avoid screens an hour before bed, and maybe sip on a cup of chamomile tea to relax. Small changes like these can add up over time and help you feel more rested and energized. Now that we've touched on the importance of self-advocacy, proper nutrition, and lifestyle adjustments, let's dive deeper into how you can take control of your health journey. Next, we'll talk about the role of regular checkups and screenings, and why staying proactive about your medical care is one of the best gifts you can give yourself. Let's continue exploring how you can protect your well-being and live life to the fullest. Let's talk about something that might feel a little routine, but is absolutely vital when it comes to staying on top of your health: regular checkups and screenings. I know. Going to the doctor isn't always the most exciting way to spend your time. But think of these appointments as investments in your future self. They're opportunities to catch potential problems early, before they have a chance to grow into something more serious. And when it comes to unexplained weight loss, these visits can be game changers. Many people assume that if they're feeling okay, there's no need to see their doctor regularly. But here's the thing: some conditions don't announce themselves with loud, obvious symptoms right away. Weight loss, for example, might seem like a standalone issue, but it could actually be connected to something deeper that hasn't fully revealed itself yet. Regular checkups give your healthcare provider a chance to spot subtle signs you might not even notice. Blood tests, for instance, can reveal things like anemia, thyroid imbalances, or inflammation, all of which could contribute to weight changes. Screenings are another layer of protection. Depending on your age, family history, and overall health, your doctor might recommend specific tests to rule out serious conditions. For example, colonoscopies are often recommended for people over 50 to screen for colorectal cancer, which can sometimes cause unexplained weight loss. Mammograms, prostate exams, and lung cancer screenings are other examples of tools that can help detect cancer early when treatment is most effective. These tests aren't just checkboxes on a list, they're lifelines that can literally save your life. Now, I want to share a story that really drives this point home. A few years ago, I met a gentleman named Harold at a community event. He was in his late 60s and full of energy, always cracking jokes and telling stories. One day, he mentioned to me that he'd lost about 15 pounds over the past year without trying. At first, he brushed it off, thinking it was just part of getting older. But then his wife encouraged him to go see his doctor. After a series of tests, they discovered that Harold had early-stage stomach cancer. Because it was caught early, he was able to start treatment right away, and today he's doing great. Harold told me that if he hadn't listened to his wife, and if he hadn't gone to his doctor, he might not have found out until it was too late. His story is a powerful reminder that regular medical care isn't just about checking boxes. It's about giving yourself the best possible chance to stay healthy. Of course, not everyone has access to healthcare or feels comfortable navigating the system. If that's you, don't hesitate to reach out to local resources. Many communities offer free or low-cost clinics where you can get basic screenings and advice. There are also hotlines and online services that connect people with healthcare professionals who can answer questions and guide you toward affordable options. Remember, taking that first step, even if it feels small, is still progress, and it's worth celebrating. Another important piece of the puzzle is understanding how medications can play a role in unexplained weight loss. As we age, many of us end up taking multiple prescriptions to manage various health conditions. While these medications are often necessary, they can sometimes have side effects that affect our appetite or digestion. For example, certain medications used to treat depression, high blood pressure, or chronic pain can suppress hunger or cause nausea, making it harder to eat enough to maintain a healthy weight. Chemotherapy drugs, if you're undergoing cancer treatment, can also lead to significant weight loss due to their impact on your body. If you suspect that one of your medications might be contributing to your weight loss, don't stop taking it without talking to your doctor first. Instead, bring it up during your next appointment. Your doctor might be able to adjust the dosage, switch you to a different medication, or suggest ways to manage the side effects. For instance, if nausea is an issue, they might recommend eating smaller, more frequent meals, or trying anti-nausea remedies. The key is to communicate openly with your healthcare team so they can tailor your treatment plan to your needs. Speaking of communication, let's talk about the importance of building a strong support network. Aging can sometimes feel isolating, especially if you've lost loved ones or moved away from friends. But having people around you who care about your well-being can make a huge difference. Not just emotionally, but physically too. Studies show that social connections can improve mental health, boost immunity, and even promote longevity. When you're surrounded by supportive people, you're more likely to notice changes in your health and take action sooner. I'll never forget what my neighbor Ruth told me once. She said, "When I started losing weight last year, I didn't think much of it. But my daughter kept asking me if I was eating enough, and she eventually convinced me to see my doctor. Turns out I had a vitamin deficiency that was affecting my appetite. Without her persistence, I might have ignored it for much longer." Ruth's experience highlights how valuable it is to have someone in your corner, whether it's a family member, a close friend, or a caregiver. Don't be afraid to lean on them when you need help or advice. It's not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. Now let's shift gears for a moment and talk about exercise. You might be wondering what physical activity has to do with unexplained weight loss, but hear me out. Exercise isn't just about burning calories or building muscle. It's about supporting your entire body, from your heart and lungs to your bones and brain. Staying active can improve your mood, increase your energy levels, and even enhance your appetite. Plus, it helps preserve muscle mass, which is crucial for maintaining a healthy weight as you age. The beauty of exercise is that it doesn't have to mean running marathons or lifting heavy weights. In fact, gentle activities like walking, swimming, or yoga can be incredibly beneficial. Even gardening or dancing to your favorite music counts. The goal is to find something you enjoy and can stick with consistently. Consistency is far more important than intensity. If you're new to exercise or haven't been active in a while, start slow and gradually build up. And of course, always check with your doctor before starting any new fitness routine, especially if you're dealing with unexplained weight loss or other health concerns. One of my favorite tips for incorporating more movement into your day is to focus on adding small bursts of activity rather than overhauling your entire schedule. For example, try parking farther away from the store entrance, taking the stairs instead of the elevator, or doing a few stretches while watching TV. Over time, these little changes can add up and make a big difference. Plus, they can be fun. Who says you can't dance in the kitchen while waiting for your coffee to brew? Now that we've explored the importance of regular checkups, understanding medication side effects, building a support network, and staying active, let's turn our attention to another critical aspect of managing unexplained weight loss: addressing emotional and psychological factors. Our minds and bodies are deeply connected, and sometimes weight loss can stem from issues that aren't purely physical. Stress, grief, anxiety, and depression can all impact your appetite and overall health in profound ways. Recognizing and addressing these challenges is just as important as tackling the physical ones. For example, losing a spouse or close friend can trigger a cascade of emotions that affect your eating habits. You might lose interest in cooking or find comfort in skipping meals altogether. Similarly, chronic stress from caregiving responsibilities or financial worries can disrupt your sleep, sap your energy, and diminish your desire to eat. If you're struggling with feelings of sadness or overwhelm, it's important to seek support. Talking to a therapist, joining a support group, or simply opening up to a trusted friend can provide relief and help you regain a sense of balance. Mindfulness practices can also be incredibly helpful in managing emotional triggers. Techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or journaling allow you to process your thoughts and emotions in a healthy way. They can also help you tune into your body's signals, making it easier to recognize when you're truly hungry versus eating out of habit or emotion. Remember, healing isn't linear, and it's okay to take things one step at a time. Be patient with yourself and celebrate the small victories along the way. As we continue to unpack the complexities of unexplained weight loss, it's clear that there's no one-size-fits-all solution. Each person's journey is unique, shaped by their individual circumstances, preferences, and needs. But the good news is that you don't have to navigate this alone. By staying informed, advocating for yourself, and reaching out for support, you can take meaningful steps toward protecting your health and well-being. Next, we'll wrap up our conversation by summarizing some key takeaways and offering a few final words of encouragement. Let's keep moving forward together. By now, we've covered a lot of ground together. Everything from understanding the potential causes of unexplained weight loss to practical steps you can take to protect your health. But before we wrap up, I want to take a moment to reflect on some of the key points we've discussed because sometimes it's helpful to zoom out and see the bigger picture. First and foremost, remember that unexplained weight loss after 60 isn't something to ignore. While it might seem like a small change, it could be a signal from your body that something needs attention. Whether it's related to cancer, a thyroid issue, medication side effects, or even emotional factors like stress or grief, the important thing is to listen to what your body is telling you. Don't dismiss it as just part of getting older. You deserve answers, and you deserve to feel your best. We also talked about the importance of being proactive about your health. Regular checkups and screenings are powerful tools that can help catch problems early when they're most treatable. If you haven't been to the doctor in a while, or if you're not sure which screenings are right for you, it's never too late to start. Reach out to your healthcare provider, ask questions, and don't hesitate to advocate for yourself. Remember, you are your own best advocate, and no one knows your body better than you do. Nutrition and lifestyle choices play a huge role in maintaining your well-being too. Eating balanced meals, staying hydrated, and finding ways to stay active, even if it's just a daily walk around the block, can make a world of difference. And let's not forget the importance of sleep and stress management. Taking care of your mind is just as important as taking care of your body, especially as we age. Small changes like establishing a calming bedtime routine or practicing mindfulness techniques can have a big impact on how you feel day to day. Another takeaway I hope you'll carry with you is the value of building a strong support network. Life is so much richer when we share it with others, and having people who care about you can make navigating health challenges a little easier. Whether it's a family member, a friend, or a support group, don't hesitate to lean on those around you when you need help or encouragement. And if you're someone who tends to keep things bottled up inside, consider reaching out to a therapist or counselor. Talking through your thoughts and feelings can be incredibly healing. Now, I know that some of this advice might feel overwhelming, especially if you're dealing with multiple health concerns or juggling other responsibilities. But here's the good news: you don't have to do everything all at once. Start with one small step: a visit to the doctor, a conversation with a loved one, or even just adding an extra glass of water to your day. Progress doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be consistent. Over time, those small steps will add up, and you'll begin to notice positive changes in how you feel. I want to leave you with a story that I think beautifully illustrates the power of persistence and self-care. A few months ago, I met a woman named Carol at a local senior center. She was in her early 70s and had recently gone through a tough period of unexplained weight loss. At first, she felt scared and unsure of what to do, but instead of giving in to fear, she decided to take action. She scheduled an appointment with her doctor, kept a detailed journal of her symptoms, and reached out to a nutritionist for guidance. Slowly but surely, she began making adjustments to her diet and lifestyle. She started walking every morning, joined a book club to connect with others, and learned relaxation techniques to manage her stress. Today, Carol feels stronger and more energized than she has in years. Her message to others: don't give up. Keep asking questions, keep trying new things, and trust that you'll find what works for you. Carol's story reminds us that resilience and determination can carry us through even the toughest challenges. It's not always easy, but it's worth it. And you don't have to face these challenges alone. There are resources, professionals, and communities ready to support you every step of the way. As we close out this conversation, I want to encourage you to take a moment to reflect on your own journey. What's one thing you can do today to prioritize your health? Maybe it's scheduling that long overdue doctor's appointment, calling a friend to chat, or simply taking a few deep breaths to center yourself. Whatever it is, I hope you'll commit to it, not just for yourself, but for all the moments and memories still waiting for you. Before we say goodbye, I'd love to hear from you. Have you experienced unexplained weight loss? Or do you have tips for staying healthy and vibrant after 60? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one, and I'm always inspired by your stories and insights. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Together, we can create a community where everyone feels empowered to live their best life, no matter their age. Finally, I want to leave you with this thought: aging is a gift. It's a chance to embrace wisdom, cherish relationships, and savor the beauty of life. Yes, there will be challenges along the way, but there will also be joy, laughter, and countless opportunities to grow. So here's to you, to your strength, your resilience, and your unwavering spirit. Thank you for spending this time with me today, and remember, you are never too old to take charge of your health and happiness. Here's to living your best life at any age.